Let's go.
Welcome back, episode
What's
2.
up, pod?
Pod Racing, the new name of this
The
podcast.
new name.
Isn't it great? I
It
want to
only
pull up
took
that.
us 15 attempts.
I want to pull up that pod racing sound. That's like incredible. You know what? I'll just throw it in the edit, so y'all will hear that now.
I don't know what sound you're talking
It's
about.
like.
Yeah, I do know what sound you're talking about.
Well, anyway, you just heard that. That's like probably one of the best sounds ever. But anyway, so yeah, welcome back, episode 2.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Glad to be back.
You know what we should start out with?
What?
Joe Biden
Joe
moments.
Biden moments.
How would you say your mental focus is?
Oh, it's focused. I haven't. Look,
You
going
said you got a.
first?
I think you should go first. You said you had a couple at work. You can tell one.
Okay. One, yeah.
Or whichever one's your favorite.
Okay. I'll tell both. One is like not that bad. I said it was a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10 when he asked, but because whenever I have a Joe Biden moment at work, I'll text Nicholas, but I won't tell him what happened.
And it's like right away too. It's
Like I'll get back to my desk if I do something stupid, and I'm like, Joe Biden moment. But number one, I was trying to log into this software that I use called DocLink, and
Okay.
I could not figure out how to log in. It kept giving me an error for like 2 days in a row. I could not log in. Finally, I emailed the IT help desk email, and I was like, hey, I need help. Like, it won't let me log in. It keeps giving me this error. This guy emails me back,
Mhm.
because once you submit a ticket, somebody will start helping you. So he emails me back, and he's like, try this, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I tried. It didn't work. And he was like, try this, blah, blah. Back and forth a couple times, and then he was finally like, do you have time to hop on a Teams call so we can get to this
It's getting real now.
solution? And I was like, sure, yeah. And I get on, and it's it's like a younger co-op guy, and he like tells me to pull it up and is like, okay, now try logging in. And I get in perfectly fine on the first
No,
try.
that's happened to me before too. And then they're just looking at
And
you
then
like,
I was like, I swear it wasn't working. I promise. And he was probably like, you're wasting my time.
no, because like that's happened to me before too, and that's like the one thing you don't want to have happen when you're asking for help. Even if like your computer's fixed, but you don't want it to be fixed because it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then they look at you with the like,
No, it was embarrassing.
Like,
And
I
then
don't believe
was
you
like, I
at
just had to be
all.
like, okay, thanks. Bye.
that's crazy. That's not super bad.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
There's been some bad ones.
The other one was
2
also
for
at,
1.
Also at work, I was I was sitting
Folks, this is
down.
gonna be good.
I was sitting down having a meeting with my boss, like my manager, one of my managers, and
Okay.
he asked me to do like a project that involved like finding office space layout sort of thing. And I had taken pictures of some ideas from like different departments, whatever. I was trying to pull up a picture to show him, and when I
Right.
opened my phone, my camera roll was on this picture.
I will flash it up. Oh my, no. Guys, you're seeing the picture right now on video, but for the Spotify listeners, it
my
is
gosh.
it's bad.
It's bad.
Is that like it's a dog?
And maybe he thought it was my dog.
It's like a half naked dog. Well, I mean, all dogs are naked, I guess. But
It's a picture
funny
that
picture.
I use a lot to respond to text messages. So
yeah,
it's
you do.
like-
But what is it? What does it mean? Okay,
just
wait. Actually, what does it
portrays,
mean though?
No, it just portrays a certain mood that I feel like the
Like a
picture
down,
captures.
like a down mood.
Like
Darn.
it's kind of just like it's indescribable.
Well, I mean that's fair. Oh man, you probably clicked out of that so quick.
No, and that I was like trying to delete it really fast, and
The
then,
damage is done.
But I don't know for a fact if he saw. I just had my phone on the desk, and I was like, "Let me show you this picture." Maybe he wasn't looking, but when I deleted it really fast, the next picture that came back up was just a close up of me flipping off the camera, like face forward,
No.
just my hand. I was like, you
That
know
pic-
what? Let me send it to you later.
That's crazy. Wow, all in 1 week too.
Yeah, It was a big week for me at work.
That's not. You've had. I will say,
had
if it makes you
worse.
feel better, you've had worse.
I've had worse.
I haven't had many lately. I was we were at Ray's with a couple. Are you okay? Lauren made tea for us.
We're good.
Are you sure?
We're good.
So we were at Ray's, and it's like a group of 8 of us, and the waitress could not have been nicer. She was so nice. And then we all have our food. I have like the original cheeseburger. She comes back at 20 minutes after we get our food, and she wants to make sure she writes everyone because we're all on split check. And she gets to Josh, and she's like, "What did you have?" And he's like, "I had this pizza," and everyone's doing fine. And then she gets to me, and she's like, "And what did you have?" And I blankly just look at her, and I'm like. And I just silence for
What?
5 seconds. And then I'm like, the original cheeseburger, 10 seconds after she asked me. And it was so embarrassing.
Did you forget, or were you just zoned
I
out?
knew it was a cheeseburger. I think I was half zoned out. But I for the life of me, could not remember exactly what it was called. Because there were 8 burgers. And it was
Okay.
really embarrassing.
So we didn't have a terrible week. We
It
could have
was-
had worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
moments.
I've had a lot worse.
Yeah.
You've had a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's Joe Biden moments. You said to ask you about your meeting with Tony.
That's what I just talked about.
That was that.
That was that.
So Tony's the guy.
Tony is one of my managers.
Okay.
So those.
That
were
is
those were
crazy.
my
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's also something else that I'm gonna do in 2 weeks, and I think Lauren's gonna be there too. You can participate if you want,
Okay.
but I'm gonna be eating the world's hottest pepper with my friend Andrew.
Hard
and
pass.
this thing
Hard
is
pass.
the heat of 3,500 jalapenos, which if I ate a jalapeno, I don't think I'd be well, but it's going to be really funny. And yeah, be on the lookout for that. If you're on video, I'm sure I'll talk about it in an episode because it's going to be horrible.
Do you like spicy food?
Yeah, I love it, but that's like a whole different level.
Well, do you like jalapenos?
Yeah.
Do you like 300, 3,000, how many did you say?
3,500.
Do you like 3,500 of them? in
Well,
your
I'm
mouth
gonna
at
find
one time?
out.
Yeah, apparently.
Maybe.
Yeah, I will pass on participating in that.
But
I
you'll
think
be
it'll-
there. You want to be there though.
I do want to be there. I want to watch you guys do that.
It's gonna be
Actually,
so bad.
I don't know if I want to watch you guys do that.
It'd be funny though.
It would be funny, but it'd be hard to watch.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm sure it'll be a crazy story.
Have you ever had the spiciest wings at B-Dubs?
Yeah. Easy.
Okay.
Easy. But I still think that's no match for this is
Yeah.
the hottest thing you could probably eat. And it's going to mess up my stomach, I'm afraid.
For probably many, many hours.
What should I eat? I should eat beforehand.
No, because then it's going to
No,
make you
but-
throw up.
But if I need to have something. Do you know what Pepto-Bismol is?
Yes.
Okay, you do?
Yes.
Was that a stupid question?
Yes.
I mean-
Everybody knows what Pepto-Bismol is.
I don't know.
Hey, okay.
I've never had it. I know what it is, but I've never
You've
had
never
it.
had Pepto-Bismol?
No. But I
It's
know
kind of delicious.
I know people take it before they eat the people that eat the world's hottest pepper, they down that before.
That's cheating.
This protection. I'm gonna cheat then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cheat.
No, that'll probably help.
But yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Speaking of crazy, let's talk about dreams for a little bit.
Let's talk about the craziest
You've been wanting to
dreams
talk about
ever.
it. Wildest dreams you've ever had. I've had some crazy ones.
I've had some
I think
weird
we've all
ones.
had some crazy ones. Just messes with you, man.
Do you write them down?
Mm-hmm. Or I mean, not consistently, but I've done that before. If it's crazy enough, yeah. I have
Yeah.
a notes app in my phone. I won't be reading it on
Really?
air. No, not right now. But
That was my plan.
oh really?
Yeah.
You know what? All right, I'll pull it out. If you go first.
Mine are weird, but they're not
Here, I'll pull out the one I have that you were in this past summer. If I didn't delete it. Dreams. I have a couple dreams notes. I gotta find the right one.
while we're waiting, I had a dream last night
Mhm.
that I was in this like 4-story building, and the top floor was a library, and
Mhm.
they had like 15 copies of a new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, and it was called like The Darkest Chocolate.
What? Hey, what cover? What cover
It
was the
blue.
book?
It was blue. It was a dark
would've-
blue, and they
wouldn't have
had
guessed that.
like at least one copy in every single shelf. And they were like, "It's because it's so good. It's because it's the best book ever made."
Okay. I found it.
All right, let's hear it.
So, I was at my high school friend's house, but I've never been to their house. So, but like in the dream, it was like they lived there.
Okay.
So I was there, and they were giving me a tour of it, like I was gonna buy it, like I was in the market, and things get really weird. The walls like start breaking down, and then we just walk out and it's fine. We just leave it, and then this is where you come in with Andrew. So we're walking down the street, and I'm walking alone, but eventually like they're next to me, and it's a dream, so like I don't realize it, and then Lauren's like, "Yo, let's go jack this car," and they go to the left, and you start beating in the windows, and someone was in it too. They didn't you didn't hurt them or anything, but you just started grabbing like money and like jewelry and like purses out of it, and I was just standing there like I don't want any part of this. And then the cops came, but they joined us in doing it, and they were starting beating this car up, and then we all walked up a hill. Like in my neighborhood. Now we're in my neighborhood.
Okay.
With the cops. Like all buddy. And then I just wake up.
That's awesome.
That's it. And it's got to mean something, right? Like dreams,
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I was thinking about that day.
You really wanted to jack that car,
But
you
it-
felt guilty
it
about
was-
it.
I kinda
so
woke
you
up
made
and
me
I was
jack that
like-
car.
I was like, that was kind of nice, though, because, like, the cops and us came together.
It was like unification.
Yeah, it was like unification.
That's
exactly.
sweet.
So that was mine.
That's good.
That was my craziest one
Um,
as of late.
This isn't my craziest one, but this is another one that I had last night.
This is so recent.
Yeah. My best friend Quinlan had died, and we were having a memorial dinner,
No.
but it was at Chili's.
Shout out Chili's.
I love Chili's. And I brought an urn of her
Oh
ashes to
my
the dinner.
gosh.
And that's all I remember.
What did she get?
Quinlan,
Yeah.
she wasn't there.
Okay.
She was dead.
But you brought her urn there though, right?
Yeah, maybe I should have
Yeah,
ordered for her.
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
But craziest
weird.
dream that I can remember, like as of late, I have a lot of dreams where people are like out to get me. Like people
Same.
are
Or
always
I
trying
used to
kill
more.
me.
I used to have those more.
I have a lot of like Hunger Games style dreams where it's like battle royale. Like
That could be scary though.
it is, and a lot of the times I lose.
But then you just wake up, right?
No, I've like died in my dreams and been like dead in my dreams.
Really?
Yeah. But the
Dang.
craziest one was one time, Drake was hunting me down, and he was
OVO.
he was in this van. But the thing was that
Drake
like,
doesn't have a van.
Well, he did in this dream.
Okay.
And
That's how you know.
like the premise was that he was hunting everybody down, and no, I remember. He would like call you into a meeting, like everybody got called into this one-on-one meeting with Drake.
Was it in the van?
No, this was outside
Okay.
the van. This was like you come
Oh,
to his
of course.
complex and like you meet with him, and he either he decides if you live or die. So you have a chance, but you could, if you die, or if he decides that you die, like you have no way of surviving. Like he's already got you, you're there.
Wow.
Or you could
This is layered.
avoid your meeting and like run away and take your chances of survival with Drake on the hunt after you.
He's gonna get you though.
But at least you have like a chance of survival.
I could just picture like running away from Drake, and I turn around, he's doing like the Running Man after me, something.
It was spooky.
That's crazy. I told you about lucid dreaming, right? This past summer.
Mm-hmm.
I was on it this summer. I was on it with my friend Oscar.
You still doing that?
No, but I should. It's the coolest thing ever. You can basically control your dreams. It's kind of like
I've heard of
Inception if
it.
you've seen it. Like, it's the best, literally the best way to explain it. And I was on it this summer. You have to do like a lot of things, kind of like a lot to explain, but it takes about a month, and then like eventually you can teach yourself to like realize you're dreaming, and it's the coolest thing ever. Yeah, and everyone should do it. Like, it's like the coolest thing. And you tried to do it, right? For a little bit.
I tried.
couldn't remember because I told you
I
about
remember
it.
I got hung up on like the sleeping on your back part.
You got to
Like
sleep
you
on your
have
back,
to sleep on your back.
which is what I do all the time now.
I do sometimes, but like I don't know. The first step is to sleep on your back, and then you have to be completely still for like 15 minutes. And I can't do that. I get so uncomfortable, and
Because
then
you
I'm
got to
like,
you got to cricket.
screw it, I'm going to sleep. And then
You
I just
gotta
roll
cricket.
over and go to sleep.
We cricket, which is probably why you couldn't sit still and do
Yeah.
it. It's like rubbing your feet together before you go
So
to sleep.
comfy.
It's so nice. Like, it
It's
sounds so
such, like,
probably so weird to hear, but
Infantile activities.
it
It's like
is
what
infantile.
babies do.
but I'm convinced it has like power, and it helps me sleep.
Yeah, it's
It
comfortable.
does.
It's
It like
comf-
kind of like charges you up a
it's
little
like
bit.
comforting.
But yeah, I don't know why it is comforting, but
I
We're-
think that like like funny sleep activities are the most hilarious stories ever. Like when you do like weird stuff in the middle of the night that you don't really remember, or like sleepwalking, or like weird half
sleep-talking.
asleep dreams.
Sleepwalking. Do you sleepwalk?
Have I
Okay.
told you the story?
No.
I've sleepwalked
I don't like sleepwalkers.
exactly one time that I didn't even remember it.
Sleepwalking is messed up.
One documented time I've sleptwalked.
Documented?
It's the only time I've gotten
Is
evidence.
it on video?
No.
Oh.
But Alice was sleeping in my room this summer, and I woke up in the middle of the night,
No.
and I went over to the end of her bed. I
No.
grabbed the bedpost,
No.
and my eyes were open, apparently. This is what she said.
That's so much
and
more
I'm
terrifying.
shaking her bed
It's like a
in
demon,
the middle
dude.
of the night, and she wakes up. She's like,
Oh my
what the
gosh.
hell are you doing? And I don't remember this at all. And she said that, like, she was like, what are you doing? And then I turned around and went to the bathroom, and she came and like knocked on the door. And then I came out with my toothpaste in my hands and
She's trying to
said,
brush your teeth, man.
and then like I was apparently just like, I wasn't supposed to be in that room, and then walked back into my room and got in my bed and went back to sleep. And I didn't believe her,
see-
but then I woke up the next morning and my toothpaste was on my desk.
You see, that's one of the stories. Like, you gotta like move out if that happens to your like roommate.
She was freaked
Like, if I was
out.
her, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Or at least like
It was
tying you to
weird.
the bed
It
or
was
something.
weird.
Some sleepwalkers do that. Like, they'll tie a rope around their ankle and tie it to like anything on their bed.
I don't
Just
think
to-
I've ever
just to
done
keep
it
'em from
other
walking.
than that night. But
Yeah, sleepwalking's kind of messed up. I don't like it. Sleep talking's fine. I think we all sleep talk once
do you?
at least.
Have you been told that you do?
Yeah, like once or twice.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that common, but do you? Have you ever slept talk?
I'm sure I have. My roommate sometimes talks in her sleep. Shout out Olivia. It's
Shout
never
out
anything
Olivia.
coherent, but
It's
sometimes
never
like,
coherent.
blah, 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 blah.
There's that zone when you're like about to fall asleep. You're like dozing off. If
Yeah.
you're trying to hold conversation with someone, you just be speaking gibberish.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, dreams are fun. You know what else is fun? Sports.
Sports.
You know what sports are fun? Well, actually, I don't like soccer
I
that
don't
much,
either.
but I
I don't.
was going to segue into soccer. So I have something. I've told you about this a couple of times, but
We've debated it.
and we were kind of on different sides. So here's my side. When it comes to soccer, I said if the United States, I guess starting now, I'll say like this year, focused every single baby played soccer. If they played a sport, it was soccer. We focused on soccer. Everyone coached soccer. Just like around the world, like in European countries, that's how we treated soccer. Like, it was our number one thing. Flash forward 50 years from that moment, or like a little bit. If we got that going, we would be better than like every country, or be favored over every country in soccer. We'd be so good.
I didn't
We would be
agree at
so good.
first. I I think I've come around a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, maybe, to the possibility, but I think that
Maybe.
it's been ingrained in every other culture besides like American
No, but-
culture for so long that they are like, I don't know.
No, but like, okay, I see what you're saying. But it would be
But-
pretty ingrained in us.
It would. And also, are you posing the question as if we were dedicating every bit of the United States' resources to becoming the best soccer team? Or is this just like moving forward, the only sport that kids are allowed to play are soccer? Because if it's like every person in the United States' mission is to become
Yeah, then
the
we do
best
it. But
or like form the best soccer team,
you know, I'm
then
more
that's more
I'm more
convincing.
saying it's like as much as any other like big soccer country. As much as like Italy.
okay.
Like we are just that's how we feel about soccer. We just have our athletes against theirs. That's all I'm saying.
I think
And
No.
it has
I
been
think
no,
no.
but it has been ingrained with them for like centuries, like hundreds of years. But like the kids that are born in Italy now and here now, growing up, if they just focused on soccer, like I don't know.
Well, do you think that they have like adaptations for being the best soccer
No,
players?
no.
You think that they
That's
have,
what
like-
people have said that. I don't think so. I think it's. I,
I
think
think they
athletes
might.
become good at the sports that they grow up and work hard at playing. I think you can be athletic and then you're like predestined, or not predestined, but like you're gonna be better at some sports than others. Like if you're super skinny, you'd be a good runner, but like not a football player. So yeah, I think it's like just the athlete.
I don't know, because
I don't think
there's
they're.
got to be some gene that like contributes to foot coordination. Do you think?
Like
Because there's some people that have no hand-eye coordination, and some people are just naturally more gifted.
but that's just like being athletic.
Exactly. But people can be athletic in different ways, and I'm saying it probably comes down to like genetics. And if this has been ingrained in something that they're doing for the last hundred years or however long, they have to have adapted to be the best soccer players.
Okay, so think about
You
the.
tell me 50 years.
I'm
of-
telling you, 50 years. Now think about it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say this. So we can go back to like the very first good soccer player in Europe. I don't know who it is, but he was born. He was pretty athletic, but then he started to like learn soccer and play soccer a lot. That doesn't change anything in his genes. His genes just give him the opportunity.
I understand that, but the idea of evolution is that it's the more gifted soccer players are the ones who are successful, and then we'll have children who can play soccer better, and then like the genetic advantages are passed down.
Okay. So they pass down the genetic advantages that are. Did you hear that voice crack, by the way?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I wasn't gonna call you.
Crazy. No, you have to call it out.
Okay.
I'm kind of with you. Maybe. I still think we would do it.
I think you can make an argument for the fact that like
Yeah.
athleticism being a genetic advantage doesn't only pertain to soccer, but like the foot coordination is the biggest part of it that is different from other sports.
Maybe I would say at least we would be right there with them pretty quick, or at least close.
Maybe not 50 years, but maybe like eventually.
Okay. I think this was
Maybe, like,
productive.
I think
I don't know. I think we'd both be thinking the same thing that we came in thinking though.
I think maybe.
And the best part is we'll never be able to find that out because we're never gonna
And I hope we don't
100% focus. I know. I hope we don't.
If we got rid of every other sport besides soccer, it'd be a boring.
What sports
Boring
would you
Fridays.
rather watch over soccer? You specifically.
Every single one.
Every single one.
Soccer is the most. I would rather watch golf over soccer, and I think golf is boring. I don't think golf is boring to play.
Yeah, but to watch.
But to watch, Oh my days.
It is kind of. Well, I mean, there's parts of it that are fun, but it's just like so much time spent of like nothing happening.
Short game is fun to watch. Putting is
Short
fun to
game,
watch.
exactly. But
I don't
like
care
them, like,
about their drives.
I don't care about them like driving to the next hole.
I don't care about them taking 15 practice
Practice
swings
like, dude,
before
just
they
hit
line it
like,
up.
Hit the ball.
Seriously. What would you rather watch? What's your favorite sport to play and what's your favorite sport to watch?
My favorite sport to play is basketball, and football is 100%. FOOT ball is my favorite sport to watch. They could that could be a dangerous quote. Not football, football. I don't think I could like when the World Cup comes around. I'm super like gung ho about like I want like America to win like everything, but soccer is still kind of hard to watch. But that's
Yeah.
the only time I'll watch it.
I might go to the Atlanta United game.
It's, okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna say because the Olympics are like the World Cup's coming to Atlanta in a couple years,
I won't go.
in 2 years. Have you ever been to a United game?
No.
I've
The
been
only
to a
reason I
couple.
would go is because it's like the Georgia Tech night.
Right. Oh, I got that email too. We should go. We should do it.
Yeah.
So we should do something right now, or we're gonna, called a letters draft. Well, it's called a draft, but this specific one is over letters.
Okay.
And we can start doing this with other things in other episodes, but I want you to draft. We're going to go, like, I'll start with you, and then you pick your first letter.
Okay.
It's like you're drafting
yeah,
it,
I got you.
number 1 overall, and then I'll go.
Okay. Me
Okay,
right
yeah,
now?
you get the first pick.
S.
That's not a good pick.
What?
I don't think.
It's like, oh, wait. Are we only going consonants or vowels?
No, any letter, and you could draft it based on, like,
Can I repick?
how cool it is, or, like, yeah, you can repick.
Okay. E. I feel like I'm on Family Feud right now.
I feel
Wrong
like-
game show. I feel like I'm on Wheel of Fortune right now.
I'm going to Family Feud in a few days.
Are you
Uh-huh.
serious?
I'm going to the feud.
No way.
I'm going to the feud.
Say hi to Steve for me.
I will say hi to Steve.
Wait,
I'm so excited.
what?
I'm going to watch a taping of Family Feud. It's right in Atlanta. It's like 20 minutes away, and I'm excited about it.
That is crazy. How did you even
My
come
mom.
about this opportunity?
Because we be watching Family Feud
I
because
love
it's
Family
so
Feud.
fun.
I love Family
And
Feud.
we think Steve Harvey's so funny. And she just like got tickets.
That's actually
It wasn't
awesome.
too hard apparently to get. So we're not going to be a family on the feud, but we'll be there. That would be crazy.
Can you imagine if
I
I,
would
turned the
be-
TV on one night and it's the Hess family?
How do you think you would do?
I think I would be really good at Fast Money.
I think I'd be good. I think I'd be really good.
Anyway, draft your letter.
Draft your letter. So you picked E.
Mm-hmm. It's the most used letter.
Okay. I'm picking X
Is this real right now?
because X is awesome. No matter what way you orient it, it's symmetrical. It's so cool. It's like a cross, and it's like you notice the words that have X in them.
Okay.
You don't notice the
That's
words that
rude.
have E.
All right.
Like the
okay.
word EX. It just said X, not E. But it's got them both in there. That's my case.
All right. Fair enough. Are we doing all 26?
No, we're just doing 5.
Top 5?
Top
okay.
5.
It's like we're going to be here for a long time.
E would be last on my list.
E. I'll go L for Lauren.
Okay.
I like the letter L. I like it, the cursive letter L.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'd
It's like
say
zoop.
what?
Yeah, the cursive L.
Wait, do that
no,
one
the
more time?
the capital L.
Capital cursive L.
The lowercase one's just a.
Yeah, that one's boring.
It's
but,
like a. It's just like an E, but
Mhm.
taller.
But the swirlies are fun when I write my name.
So you
So
got
I'll go
E
L.
L. For my second pick, I'm gonna go. I'm looking at my keyboard right now. Let's go. W.
Okay. I feel like based off what you're saying, the last like 10 letters of the not even the last like
Those are some
6
good
letters
letters,
of
man.
the alphabet are stacked.
Those are some good ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, W.
W.
So awesome. I like this. I like the symmetry.
Mm-hmm.
W's in a lot of stuff, I think, and it's a win. It's a dub.
That's good.
So that's my second one.
That's good. I also think it's funny that it's called W.
I know, because it's like a. Well,
It's
it
like,
should be
come
called
on.
Dubba V. That's what it looks more like.
I gotta go.
Not a U. All right.
Let's see.
You gotta take a peek.
I like Z. That's a unique one.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. I was thinking about, out of all the last ones, that's probably the one I wouldn't have picked. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick T.
That's not bad.
T's good.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
It's a word
Mm-hmm.
in itself. It's in a lot of stuff. It's just cool.
Yeah. How
So
many am I at right now?
We're both at 3.
Both at 3. Okay. I'll take O. It's a nice little circle. Not much to it. Very simple. Simple, but it gets the job done.
I'm gonna take. Did you take M already?
No.
I'm taking M for the
Okay.
same reasons as W, but just flipped a little
You
bit.
just really like that symmetry. And last pick, right?
Last one.
I'll go number 1, A. First
That's a good
letter of
one.
the alphabet.
That's a good one. I'm going Q.
Not bad.
Q.
Not
It's a
bad.
cool letter. So I gotta talk to you about beavers a little bit.
Okay.
So I was on National Geographic, whatever channel that's on. It might be its own channel. I don't know.
It is.
Is it? Okay.
It is.
So I was watching that, and they were talking about beavers, and I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I think I might be onto something. Because beavers, okay, what do?
They build dams.
They build dams. They don't live in the dam.
Are you serious right now?
They don't live in the dam.
What do they do with it? No, they do.
No,
They do.
they don't live in the
They
dam.
do.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, they do.
So why are they building it?
Don't you lie to me right
I'm
now.
not. So I was thinking for like half an hour, like, do they just have an urge to just dam up every
Hang
river?
on. I'm going to need a source.
All right. Do beavers live in dams?
That was another crazy voice crack. you had
Oh
right
my
there.
gosh, dude, it's bad. I can't even edit it out. Beavers build dams across streams to create ponds.
Oh.
They don't live in the dam though.
What?
Why are they doing it?
Dude, but in Narnia, they totally got in the dam in his house, right?
But that's Narnia though.
Did I make that scene up, or is that a real scene?
I think it's been a while.
Yeah, it has. That's crazy.
Isn't that
news.
crazy?
Yeah.
Why are they doing it? That's like their
But-
that's like their whole thing.
Yeah. Wait. Is a woodchuck the same thing as a beaver?
I think so.
I think so too.
Same thing for them.
That's crazy news to me.
Isn't that crazy? That just like messed me up last night.
Because they live in the pond?
I guess
Or
so.
What do they need the pond for?
I don't know. I think they live in the pond. I'm just so thrown off by that. Because that's like the only thing I know about beavers.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. Well, it wasn't a lot, but it was pretty pointless now that I think about it.
No, this is...
You didn't believe
is
me
good
at
to know.
first.
I
You were
didn't.
hating.
I didn't because
You were hating.
Narnia taught me that they live in the dams.
Narnia also taught you that lions could speak. That was the best one, by the way. The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
The book?
I haven't read the books.
Are you talking about the movies?
The movie.
Oh, the first one?
Is that the first one? It's the only one I've seen.
I don't know. Alice makes a pretty good case for Prince Caspian, but I've never watched it.
How many are there? There's a couple, right?
3, I
3?
think.
Trilogy. Can't go
Trilogy.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings. I've only seen the first one. And I haven't read any of them.
I was kind of like, I didn't know how to handle myself today on the porch while I was reading Lord of the Rings, but because, get this, I was listening to the soundtrack while I was reading it, and I was overcome with emotion because old Friends came on. And I was reading about these friends, and it's like they're just guys being dudes, and it's just a fellowship of
Just
homies.
dudes being guys.
It's just dudes being men.
It's
Being
literally
good
a fellowship
friends. It is a fellowship if I've ever heard of
of the
one.
ring.
Yeah. And yeah, I was having a moment on the porch because I was like, they're old friends, and I'm listening to old friends.
You shed a tear.
And the music is so good.
The music is good. I will say that.
It's so good.
The movies are just long, but I've heard the books are like surprisingly like way better. Well, not surprisingly, but people love the movies, and they still say the books are like a lot better.
I don't know. I started reading the books this summer, and I'm only through one. I'm halfway through the
Yep.
second one, and it's been many months. But they're good. I just think that they're...
Dragged on a little bit.
They're a little overhyped.
Little
It feels
overhyped.
like I have to like them on principle because it's Lord of the Rings. But I think I'm
Yeah,
going
they're
to
suffering
really...
because of that.
I think I'm going to enjoy watching the movies after because I've never seen the movies.
You've never seen the movies.
Mm-mm. So I'm going to do like a
First one's good.
all-day extended cut, back-to-back trilogy
You're
marathon.
gonna watch The Hobbit too?
I've seen most of those movies. Probably not. Not in my marathon.
Spin-offs are so weird if you think about it. There's like Harry Potter spin-offs too. What are they called? The Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen them
I watched the first one. It was all right.
in theaters or.
I think so.
And did you post about it on Instagram after?
Oh, shut up.
She
when I
used
was
yeah, well, no, I'm taking this one.
okay, whatever.
Lauren Moore.
I set you up for that so
Mhm.
perfectly.
No, I
I'm
was- I
actually
was driving it.
stupid.
Got it.
Whatever.
Lauren Moore doesn't have social media. She's not social at all,
She has
um,
no people skills.
which I'm kind of jealous of because I
It's the
kind of.
move.
It sounds nice, and it sounds like a better a better day to day to live. And you said like if they need me, they have my number.
Exactly. I encourage everybody to delete all of their social media accounts. I'm not missing anything.
Except my
Except
epic Snapchat story the other day. You missed that.
I'm just saying, like, if somebody needs to, like, call me or show me a picture or
They can text you.
they can text me. I don't need to, like,
We're
I
getting-
have a place to put my pictures, but it's just for me to
Just for you.
document. Yeah.
Like the picture of the dog.
I got to go.
And speaking of that, we got sidetracked. Originally, I was going to say. So she doesn't have anything. She used to, though. Used to have Snapchat, Instagram. That's all I know.
That
But
was it, I think.
you would post. How old were you?
Well, okay.
During
When did
this.
Frozen come out?
2013.
Then I was 10.
You're like 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is kind of valid.
This
then.
is excusable. I was 10 years old.
I thought you were much older than that. So she would go to the movies, she told me, and she would post not even a good picture of the poster. Like you even said it was like grainy, like
It was like
just
the
any
f-
picture you could
oh my
find online of the movie poster, and you'd post it and be like, good movie. Like just saw Frozen.
I was posting reviews on my Instagram, but they weren't really reviews. I was just letting people know that I saw
She was
it.
letting the people know.
I vividly remember posting about Frozen and Mockingbird Part 1.
Part 1
When did that come out?
around like 2012, I
Yeah,
think.
that makes sense. So, but it was like the first Google Images picture that would pull up. I was like, I gotta let the people know I saw this movie.
That's crazy.
Why did I have Instagram at 10 years old?
I had Instagram at 10 years old too. That's when I got it. And
That's
I my
crazy.
first day, I posted 10 things. And they were all memes from iFunny. My first one's still up. It's the only thing I haven't deleted.
Was it on your iPod Touch?
My iPad.
No way.
Oh my gosh. I was an iPad kid. In every sense of the word. As, like, I have an iPad now. So do you. But it's just for, like, school and stuff. But
It's just for school. It's for my I Love Watermelon.
yeah. I definitely play games on it. Yeah, I was an iPad kid. I was a 10-year-old on Instagram with my big iPad, because back then they were like the size
They
of
were
like the screen.
huge. Yeah.
Bigger than that probably. But at the time it was like, look how small these iPads are. That was me. That's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're the last generation to grow up for the first like 10 years without like technology.
Yeah.
I think so.
What age are you gonna give your kid a phone?
I don't know. Whenever my wife says you can't have one,
Good answer.
Win the small battles.
Good
dude.
answer, Steve.
Good answer. Oh, that's another thing. Let's talk about that. People on Family Feud be saying the worst two things. People say the worst answers to everything. Like your family is just selling out, like they're choking. But they will always say good answer.
Yeah.
Steve could be like, we asked 100 men and women, what is the color of like a tree? And you'd be like, purple. And they'd be like, good answer, good answer.
No, but it's the pause first.
Yeah,
They'll
it's
say
the
it,
pause,
and
but
everybody's
then they know
like,
they gotta do it.
what did he say? And
But
then
the-
it's like,
The
Woo,
funnier
good
thing
answer.
is Steve Harvey, I realize, is carrying the show on his back.
yeah.
And there will be the most, it's like without fail, every episode, they will ask the like most overtly sexual question or something along the lines of like they ask a question and there is an obvious like inappropriate answer to it.
Yeah.
And the family, as they should, they say the answer, and he always stands there like he is flabbergasted.
He goes-
He's like hoodwinked. Shout out Hoodwinked.
Shout out Hoodwinked. Great movie. But yeah,
He's always acts like he's like, no way. That's what they
it's
said.
such a setup.
It's such a setup.
And then they make that guy look like a fool. And then it's number one answer.
They make him look like a fool.
And then ding, number one answer.
yeah, he's like, there is no way that's gonna be up there. Show me. And then ding.
Yeah.
And he looks at the camera like, shocked.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun.
My old assistant head pro at Bentwater Golf Club told me a story about Steve Harvey one time. He golfed at the place that this guy worked at because he's from Georgia.
Mhm.
He has a big old
Yep.
house out in Georgia
Big
somewhere.
old house.
And he would come in and like tip him $100 every time he would grab his bag because he would go like get the bag and put it on the
Gets in
car.
there,
He was
he's
like a caddy.
Hey, Steve.
And Steve Harvey
My
would tip
man.
him big. He really liked Steve. He said he was a good guy.
I would like Steve too. If that happened to me.
Dude has a different suit every
He's
single
killer
episode.
with the suit. Apparently he gives like in between whenever commercial is like on TV, he'll like give advice to the live audience and he'll like tell stories. That's what I'm pumped for.
You gotta tell us what he says.
I will. He said something about suits one time. He's like I get these 4 colors of suits and together they can make like 78 different combinations. And I'm like, that's crazy.
He's doing the permutations and
I'm like,
combinations.
he's doing it. I'm like, I'm never getting that many suits, but he do have good suits.
I'm personally fond of the double button suits.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking
He
about.
wears those a lot.
He does.
Whenever I only ever watch Family Feud consistently, like every night back to back, if I'm on vacation at the beach. Is that universal?
It's a pretty safe go to if that's what you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
you know it's always on.
Yeah.
Kind of like Friends or like a show like that. It's always on.
Yeah.
I just turn it on. It's entertaining. Fast Money, actually, you said you'd be good at that earlier. I don't know if I'd be good at Fast Money.
You would choke, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think you would.
Okay, that's fair from me telling your Instagram story. Yeah, I would crumble, I think.
We should have that set up.
We should do it Fast Money. Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Well, we're creeping up on time, but we have enough time for top 5. I just don't know what top 5 it's going to be.
I forgot to bring in a top 5 topic.
I didn't last time. I just made it up like so we can think of something.
All right. Let's go top 5 buildings on campus.
Okay. Okay. This is gonna be controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go first. I'll do all 5 too. Number 5. I'll start at 5 to make
Okay.
it. Number 5 is just the student center.
Okay, that's solid.
Easily.
Solid.
It's a great building. I've never bowled though.
We gotta go bowling.
We gotta go bowling, dude.
I went bowling Friday with the
you
entire
texted me. I
logistics
was
department.
busy, but yeah, I was busy. Couldn't hang with you, man.
What?
I was busy on Friday.
I wasn't bowling Friday night. I was bowling with all my coworkers on the
I
clock.
thought you texted us that you wanted to go bowling.
That didn't happen.
Or you texted the Super Bowl, and it was in 2 different texts.
Oh, okay. I went bowling with my
That's
entire
what it
department
was.
at work,
Yeah.
and it was so
I didn't get the invite to
fun.
that. I lied.
Yeah. You should have, though. You should have pulled up
I would have had
to
fun.
McKinney's bowling outing.
But anyway, student center.
'Kay.
Number 5.
Yep.
4. This is tough. Howie.
What?
Howie.
Are you serious right now?
Tell him I said deal. Deal.
Tell him I said deal.
I said deal. Howie Physics, and the physics building at every college is jank.
That is
I'm
crazy.
saying it, but it's got the observatory,
Okay.
and I enjoy the classroom. I do.
What?
I do.
Okay. All right. It's your
So,
top 5.
Number 3, we're gonna go the instructional center.
These are hot takes.
It was where people sign up for classes, I think, or it's where I signed up at my orientation
Facet.
facet.
Yep.
It's where all of rec camp was.
Yeah, true.
So I had fond memories of it. And it's not a bad building. It's a good place to get work done. I'm not going to pick the IE building right next to it. That building is an armpit.
What? Are you talking about gross clothes?
Your list is going to be crazy. Okay. So that was 3. Number 2, we're going to go the Love Manufacturing Building. It's crazy.
What are you saying? What is okay?
Borderline, it's called the Love Making Building too, which is kind of funny. It's
Pause.
though it says that. I know it's a pause. It says that on the side of the building.
No, it does not.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll
It
have to
does.
see it to believe it.
I'll show you. It's true. But that's not why. I think that's funny, but it's a cool building.
Okay.
Number 1, the MRDC.
Valid.
Awesome,
That's
right?
valid.
Good.
I like the MRDC.
Oh, it's the best one. I'm in there so much. It's the best building. That's it.
All right.
I feel like it ended better. It started off shaky.
started
in
off
my opinion,
really
it started off
bad.
great. I think it's a great list.
Okay, I'll go. Number 5. I'm gonna go with the Colk. Because
Okay.
if you can find a seat, that's the only problem is you can't ever
Can't find a
seat.
seat.
But if you can, it's not bad, and it has Caldies. And I used to be a Caldies hater.
Caldies is so good.
I used to hate Caldies.
Blue Donkey's better.
I'm not a fan of
Really?
really.
That's
Blue
fair.
Donkey.
They're kind of close in my opinion anyway.
One time
but
I asked for a drip coffee from Blue Donkey, and they said we don't have that.
they definitely had it. They just didn't want to make it.
Yeah, I was like, you're a coffee company.
You're letting me down.
You don't have black coffee.
This is
But
not good.
anyway, so I'll go Coke number 5. Number 4, gross clothes.
Okay.
Have you ever been on the second floor?
Yes, I've been to every floor.
The second floor has a nice overlook of the IC courtyard. It's
Are you talking
never
about the Sky Bridge?
No, I'm talking about. It might be the main building.
Gross clothes is. They're both
I'm
bad.
pretty sure it's gross clothes.
They're both bad.
I don't know. It could be either one, but combo those two, they're connected, so it counts as one. Nobody's ever on that floor, and there's like you can push the chair around and just sit there on a desk working, looking out at people in the courtyard.
Okay.
It's not bad.
It's so close quarters though. It's so like dark too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Number 3,
Your list.
I'm gonna go College of Computing. I know that's a hot take, but
It's
I've
new.
spent
new now.
many hours in that building, and it's got
They revamped it.
It holds a little special place in my heart.
The CS project
The
last year.
Phase 3.
Phase 3. So many hours.
And then like every CS class, I've just always used the help desk there. So I've been in that building
Okay.
for the last 3 years. So it's up there. Number 2.
The lovemaking building.
Yeah, no. Does the CRC count?
Yeah,
I'll go CRC.
that's good. I probably should have put that, but
It's got the rock climbing wall. like-
never been.
It's a good time. I'm horrible, but it's got pickleball courts now.
Well, kind of. They're just on the basketball court.
Yeah, that's just
They
put
just set
lines
up
down.
nets.
Yeah, I forgot what number 1 was. Oh, number 1 was Crosland. Crosland is
Dude, Crosland
easily
is
the best
awesome.
building on campus. 7 floors. You also can't ever find a seat, but if you do,
I forgot
you
about
know that you're
Crosland.
locked in for the day.
Where we studied that one night for 4031
Yeah,
in the corner. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
so productive.
and everybody there, they're on a mission.
They're on a mission. They're there.
But sometimes they are not on their mission and they're distracting as hell if you're not on a quiet floor. But like for the most part, everyone's on a mission.
That was pretty good. Okay. I'm man enough to say your list was better than mine, but only because I forgot some incredible buildings.
That's fair.
Anyway, before we go, you actually have no idea what I'm about to say, but you know who Miles is.
I do know who Una Miles is.
So he was
Legend.
he got on the Tonight Show
Seriously?
the other week. Yeah. Take a look. The video is playing right now, but
Okay.
he got on the Tonight Show. He actually did.
Wait, is that which Jimmy is that?
Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
This part's not gonna make it on the pod. I'm just
Okay.
gonna like pick it up after.
All right.
But he got on and like. Okay, well I can go now. Okay, so usually when Jimmy Fallon like introduces a song, he'll have like their album cover and he'll like be like, and now like making an appearance, blah blah blah, supporting his new album. And he did it with Miles,
I love
which as
Una
you just
Miles.
heard is like the GOAT.
Martin
Nothing
Luther
short of the
King.
GOAT. He didn't play that song. It's kind of explicit music, but I thought that was crazy.
That's insane.
Big
How-
ups. It's
I
like
didn't even know. I thought Una Miles was kind of underground.
he
to
is
be
underground.
honest.
Like specifically because of the meme around him and the internet, like making fun of how bad these songs are. Kind of good, bad. Like they're bad, but they're
Kinda great.
They're kind of great. You're
Kinda
right.
great.
And it got him on the Tonight Show. So you can literally do anything. You could make. There were times where I'd listen to Miles and I'm like, this guy's never making it out,
But he did.
but he did.
Congrats
That was
to Una
inspiring.
Miles. Yeah.
I think that's all we got.
Is that it for today?
Yeah, and future episode will be maybe the next one will be after I eat the pepper. One of the next two, but
after you go to Family Feud, you got to tell us what Steve says.
exactly. Next episode, I'll tell you his advice. So
Been a pleasure.
we'll see you next time.
Goodbye, pod.